Voila. All right, guys. So for those of you who just joined, my name is Max Garza III. I am calling in out of North America. Thank you very much for spending some time with us this evening. We have many talented people from around the world that are with us tonight, guys, and we really appreciate the fact that you're taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us and learn more about a company and a concept that's going viral in over 100 countries already, guys, and we've only been doing this going on 2 weeks. So thank you very much to everybody who's putting all the hard work. You're doing an amazing job, guys, putting the information in front of people. But ultimately, you have to remember one thing, guys. The next gold rush is already occurring underneath our noses, right? Many of us understand that it's occurring, but many of us don't. About 76 to 80% of society has no clue what cryptocurrency or digital currency is, guys. So what that means for all of you on this webinar tonight, that is a huge market to tap. Now, what you have to remember, guys, is that obviously Bitcoin was the first big boy on the block, right? They have pioneered, kind of blazed the trail for us to show people that this is possible. Now, one of the things you have to remember is that Bitcoins they're being viewed as currency of the future. Bitcoins, alternative coins such as XECoin, this is the future, guys. It's already occurring. We have kids that play with Xboxes that can purchase apps, they can purchase things through the Microsoft Xbox network with cryptocurrency. Again, these kids aren't even 18 years old, but many of them are learning how to get Bitcoin wallets and make purchases through Xbox because, again, Microsoft is very, very smart, right? They're like, hey, if we've got this huge network of kids on the Xbox network and we let them make purchases, many of them can have bank accounts, right? Because obviously what do you have to do? You have to go ask the bank for permission. So the reason why people love cryptocurrency, guys, is because it's decentralized, right? No government owns it. No bank owns it. No one person can really mess with it because basically it's hundreds of millions of computers around the world on a peer-to-peer network. And so that's what's making it very interesting. But what you also have to remember, guys, is there's a large number of people, just like I said, 76 to 80% of people, even those people with a financial background that deal with monetary transactions who do not clearly understand what exactly Bitcoin is, and this is great for you. Now, this virtual currency, this XECoin that we're talking about, has now caught the attention, obviously, of numerous people around the world because for the very first time in history, this is going to be the first digital currency that's actually backed by green, clean, renewable energy. So for many of you guys that have timing over hundreds of millions of people, we commend you, right? But timing without action serves no purpose. So let's begin. So we have one central question, guys. Are you switched on? And the answer is, of course you are. We all are, from our cell phones to our cars, homes, our schools, and even our sources of food. Without energy, we are powerless, literally. Our whole existence depends on production, distribution, and consumption of energy. One tradable commodity none of us can live without. Now, many of us today, guys, are on a mobile device, a laptop, a PC, an iPad, and we're watching this webinar, right? There's about 7.5 billion people in this world right now, and we have 6 billion mobile devices that are connected. Now, let me ask you a secondary question. Do you really think that we're going to get less connected anytime soon? No, guys. We literally are getting more connected, and we have a voracious appetite for energy, right? So our vision and mission is pretty simple. It's to create a better, cleaner, and cheaper way to provide energy to the whole world. Provide a vehicle to supply cheaper and cleaner electricity based on smart storage. Create an opportunity for anyone, anywhere in the world to profit from this revolution in the distribution of energy. And again, be part of a mission to make a difference in leaving the world in a carbon-free environment, guys, to be the solution, basically. Now, I'm going to ask you a quick question. How much energy do you waste every day? And I know many of you say, well, you know, I leave a few lights on, I leave a toaster or microwave on or plugged in every so often, I leave my computer on. But guys, are you aware that 67.8% of the energy produced is wasted due to inefficiencies in the energy infrastructure? In the USA alone, this amounts to $700 billion in annual losses. Now, this is energy that you have paid for, I have paid for, right? And the source of this information is the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. Now, guys, you got to remember, our national electricity grid is so old. It's got technology from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, And literally during the day when power plants are cranking out to meet demand, 67.8 of all that energy that's being produced is wasted. So imagine having energy storage devices from our parent company, XECoin, to trap all that inefficiency and back the XECoin. That's right, guys. Literally, once again, our parent company is a pioneer in energy storage devices, and in later slides, you're going to find out, a little more about their products that are coming to market, and it's super exciting. So now the premise, what if you could store energy for a rainy day, like gold, but also be able to trade and sell excess power you do not need to others or back to the grid, like currency? Now the power is truly in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. With the Power On Network and XECoin, you can mine, store, and trade this essential commodity and protect your assets against future downturns in the fiat economy. Everyone will always need energy, and with the Power On Network, you are now the source. So phase one, guys, this is where we reach out to everyone around the world and we tell you, join forces with us, right? Lock arms with us and make this movement go forward. So the very first phase, guys, is basically the digitization of energy, the conversion of energy into a transferable cryptocurrency. Once again, guys, Bitcoin is a fiat currency just like the United States dollar. And I'll give you a quick little history on the U.S. dollar. In the 1970s, Richard Nixon took us off the gold standard, meaning that the dollar was now not backed by anything except trust in your government. So Bitcoin is the exact same way, guys. Bitcoin is not backed by anything. It's fiat currency. So that's why you see a lot of volatility. You see it jump up and come down, multiple times that we've seen it. As an example, in 2011, Bitcoin went from 50 cents to $62 over a few months, and then in a few weeks, it was back down to $2, right? In 2013, we saw Bitcoin jump from $100 all the way up to 1,242 at its apex, and then it crashed back down to $575. Again, it is not backed by anything, so that's why you're going to have a lot of volatility in that market. Now, the XECoin is a more explosive, upgraded coin compared to Bitcoin, guys. It's underwritten with energy developed using the best lithium-ion nanotechnology. Now, it's a hybrid proof of stake and proof of work coin, and the max coin base is 5 billion. But the things that I want you to really focus in on this slide is the fact that there are wallets for Windows, Mac, Linux, and access to web wallets at www.xecoin.net. Now, also, guys, transactions are verifiable on a public blockchain at www.xecoin.info. Now, for many of you that are more technical guys, literally you can get this PowerPoint presentation from whoever invited you tonight, and you can study all the benefits of our coin. Again, it's a more explosive, upgraded, faster coin than Bitcoin. And I tell people, guys, literally this is what's super exciting. For the very first time, we're going to see a coin not only jump in value, but also hold the stability with a longevity strategy, right? Because when you can take a commodity like clean, green, renewable energy and back a digital, basically a digital currency, you have a longevity strategy that's decades in the making. Now, what underwrites the XECoin, guys? Supply and demand, just like Bitcoin or any genuine cryptocurrency. However, we have gone further. Together with XECoin, we are establishing an independent, audited global energy fund. If you decide to liquidate your XECoin directly, rather than sell it on the open market, the fund will exchange it for usable energy at an equivalent value at our cost of production at that time. Now, guys, many people ask me, hey, what do I look for when people are approaching me about cryptocurrency? Well, one, obviously, you want to make sure that they have downloadable wallets, right, guys, and wallets that you're in possession of, not in a back office, right? Also, you want to make sure that they're on a public exchange. As an example, the XECoin, you can go to c-cex.com, CSEX, and you can see the price point, the trading volume. I tell people, if the coin is not on a public exchange, it is not an actual genuine cryptocurrency. That's a fact, and you can do your research. So I tell people, if they're approaching you about cryptocurrency coins, ask those two questions first. If they can answer those, then you get into other questions, but I'm going to keep it very, very simple. Because at the end of the day, guys, I'd rather people have timing then be really good at being a professor, right? Because if you have timing, literally, remember, hundreds of millions of people right now don't even know what cryptocurrency is, and hundreds of millions of people are going to find out more about our company, and hopefully they find out about it through people like you and your teams in the future. XECoin is one of the leading producers of distributed energy storage system technology and a pioneer in this industry today. Using advanced nanotechnology and proven power management, XECoin is able to provide efficient energy storage systems that are portable, modular, and can easily be tied to existing infrastructure. Storing energy is now easier and in your hands. For those of you that are on a mobile device, guys, or maybe on a PC and can open up another tab, we always tell people, go to www.exergonix.com. That's www.exergonix.com, and just look at the technology that's backing our XECoin, guys. Literally, you will get goosebumps. You will not be able to sleep once you see the technology that our parent company is coming out with. So in this slide, guys, you see what's called a ESS tower. This is basically, these towers, guys, can power a restaurant, a hotel, a warehouse. I mean, I keep telling people what's going on in the energy market right now is phenomenal, but you combine that with cryptocurrency, that's an explosive combination. So on this tower, guys, you can see that it's got a battery management system, basically the brain, right? It's got security software. It's got thermal management, so it doesn't overheat. Basically, you're looking at stackable battery stages. And within here, guys, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 advanced batteries. Now, again, guys, these will power everything from restaurants to hotels to warehouses in the future. But what I really want you to focus in on, because I'm excited about not just the towers, but also the vertigo docks. So if you look at this vertigo dock, guys, each and every one of these little battery packs, you can recharge them. And as an example, any vehicle that was made in 2008 or beyond has what's called a 6-pin in the back, right? And you can connect this vertigo dock to it. So as you're driving around, guys, you're recharging all these batteries, right? So as an example, each battery, when it's fully charged, is basically 1 kW of energy. So that's about that equals 1,000 kilowatt hours. So imagine, guys, let's say that you want to recharge your mobile devices, right? Your tablets, your iPads, your iPhone. You could literally plug them into one of these vertigo battery packs and recharge every mobile device in your home. If let's say that you had a solar system, a PV system on your roof or a ground mount, and you wanted to plug these in, remember, you're talking about each and every one of these battery packs is basically 1 kW, so 1,000 kilowatt hours. The average home in America, guys, and really this is pretty much everywhere, the average home in America uses between 2,500 to 3,500 kilowatt hours per month. So imagine if you plug these into your car and you're driving around for 30 minutes an hour and you recharge all 10 of these packs, basically you're talking about 10,000 kilowatt hours, right? Imagine. You would power your house for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and every time they need to recharge, you just plug them back in your car and take off for a ride, right? I mean, guys, this stuff it's almost like sci-fi, right? Like Star Trek type stuff, but it's here. And we're going to be able to use it to win big around the world. So now let's talk about XECoin and this good-looking gentleman right here, the founder and CEO. This is Don Nasenka, guys. He's the chairman, president, and CEO of XECoin. He has 25-plus years of global success. Now, he's a former director at Enersys, Inc., which is the world's largest industrial battery company. He's the founder of Kokum America and Dow Kokum, the first lithium polymer plant in the United States. Obviously, he's the founder of XECoin, and he's invested in several green companies. But, guys, one of the things that amazes me about this gentleman, not just his brain, because he's a phenomenal talent when it comes to technology, he's a distinguished alumni of the University of Central Missouri. He's had an outstanding career, and he's the originator of the Innovation Campus, which was recognized by our president, Barack Obama. Not only that, guys, I mean, literally, if you're rubbing shoulders with our president, Barack Obama, as if that isn't great enough, he's also been honored by the Lumina Foundation, which is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, for his contribution to education and the idea of the Innovation Campus. Literally, guys, this gentleman has a storied career, and he basically has the American dream as its backdrop, right? And we are lucky to be partnering with such a phenomenal man, and he's going to take us to the promised land with his technology and physical products in 2017 and beyond. So now let's talk about the new economics of energy storage, guys. This is an article that was written by Paula and John Newman and Dick and Pinner, but the source is McKinsey. Now this company, guys, McKinsey, they go out and they basically talk about up-and-coming technologies. But in this article, they're basically talking about energy storage can make money right now. And finding the opportunities requires digging into the real-world data. Now, guys, remember, energy storage is a favorite technology of the future for the reason we are more connected as a society. We are using way more energy as a society, right? And we're not getting less connected. All the underdeveloped territories around the world are even seeing grid development or renewable development, right? So you got to remember, guys, when we talk about XECoin, they're providing the missing link to the advancement of innovative, clean energy solutions around the world. Their proprietary energy storage systems employ new and significantly improved technologies. With nano battery cell design, environmental packaging, and advanced electronic controls, they offer advantages over competing energy storage products around the world, guys. They have higher energy density batteries. They provide optimum power with quick response capabilities. They have increased cycle life, and they incorporate better safety mechanisms to deliver more durability, guys. Literally, when we talk about energy storage, our company is not just a pioneer, but a front runner around the world. Now, what's the risk, guys? If the sun stops shining, the wind stops blowing, and the water stops flowing, then the world has stopped turning, right? But you got to remember, we have a movement started with people just like you around the world that are sick and tired of, one, being taken advantage of by banks. Two, our utilities have been taking advantage of us for years, right? Because they pass on all that inefficiency. We have to pay for it. Remember, guys, in states that are deregulated, you can choose who buys your power, but you cannot choose who delivers your power. The transmission distribution, you have no choice. And so if you're in a state with no deregulation, obviously you don't have a choice either way. But these companies have been making us pay for their inefficiencies for decades, guys. And now renewable, sustainable, environmentally conscious, all backed by a solid, proven business model that rewards people for making this a better world to live in for today and for generations to come is here. And you're seeing it before everybody else, guys. So now, how do we make it all work? Guys, this shipping container right here has 5 of those towers, and literally it can crank out 1 megawatt per hour of energy. Now, obviously, you can plug in to the conventional energy plant, right? You can do biomass, you can do hydro, solar, wind. What you got to remember, guys, is we can't plug in solar, wind, hydro, biomass into conventional energy grids, right? But we can plug those into our energy storage devices. And just so you know, guys, in developing countries, or let's say in the United States, when there's a natural disaster, if let's say you had to deploy some of these energy storage devices, these shipping container devices, let's say you had 2 of them on the ground, these 2 could basically power between 160 to 250 residential homes, guys. Think about that for a second. Literally, there's a hurricane, right? It hits, just an example, it hits North Carolina just like the previous year, and they're out of power. And until the utility puts their power back on, guess what? No power. It could be a week, it could be a month, but let's say that somebody comes in with the XECoin energy storage devices, they put them down, and guess what? Now, depending on how many were put down in the territory, right, or however many were purchased, literally you're lighting up 160 to 250 residential homes. That's powerful, guys. Why? Because remember, all we're doing is capturing 67% of the wasted energy from the grid, right? We're providing cheaper, cleaner, better energy to our customers. And don't forget, guys, all of this is backing up the XECoin to give it stability and valuation. That's phenomenal. So don't call it a dream, call it a plan. For those of you guys that obviously are looking at this from a business standpoint, these are our power plans, everything from our power plan 1 to our power plan 8. So if you so choose to decide to lock arms with us tonight and purchase your power plan, let's just look at power plan 1. This is 199 euros. In this power plan, guys, you're going to be awarded 1,000 XECoins. The personal sales volume and the group sales volume will be 100. Now, your binary cap on that is 1,000 euros per week. And obviously, the binary percentage on your pay leg is 6 to 12%. Now, guys, many people have been purchasing the Power Plan 5. As an example, this is a 5,099 euro pack. They get 50,000 XECoins that are awarded in that power plan. Their personal sales and group sales are 5,000 for that plan, and their binary cap is 30,000 euros per week. And again, depending on their personal sales, they can hit 6 to 12% on the leg. Now, remember this, guys. It doesn't matter what plan you purchase tonight or tomorrow. Literally, we just want you to purchase a plan, lock arms with us, and go out and hit a financial grand slam. But guys, you don't have to invest $1 if you so choose you don't want to, right? Ultimately, it doesn't cost you $1 to come into our company, but what we tell people, obviously everybody's heard the story of Bitcoin. When it first came out, it was worth less than a penny. Today, it was trading at $785 per Bitcoin, and that's not backed by anything, guys. Does history repeat itself, yes or no? Time will tell, but normally it does, right? So now, let's talk about the direct sales bonus. And again, just like I said, whether you purchase a pack tonight or you don't, literally people can reserve their positions for free, and when they decide they want to make a purchase on one of those power plans, they can. But here, guys, on the first generation, whether you purchase a package or not, you're going to earn a 5% bonus. Now, when you hit 6,000 personal sales, you'll trigger another 3% on your second generation. And when you hit 10,000 in personal sales, you will trigger another 2% on your third generation. And remember, guys, these generations are not levels. I mean, you're literally talking about anywhere from 20 to 30 levels in generations, right? So now, this is very exciting. The infinity bonus is something that everybody should work towards because, again, when companies have this kind of pay structure, guys, they're basically opening up a fire hose and trying to put more money into your e-wallets, right? So check this out. From the 4th generation to infinity, you can qualify for 1% of an infinity bonus, and all you have to do is hit 100,000 in personal sales, 100,000 euros in personal sales. Now, all infinity direct sales bonuses are paid down to the next member in your team at the same level or higher, and you must have a Power Plan 4 package or higher to qualify for the infinity bonus. Now, you don't have to have a plan to qualify for your first generation, second generation, third generation, but if you want to hit that infinity bonus, obviously you have to have a Power Plan 4 or above. Now, let's talk about the team bonus, or the dual team bonus, as many of you call it. Now, obviously, guys, this is a binary compensation model. So the minimum requirement is to have one person on your left, personally sponsored, and one personally sponsored on your right. Now, obviously, these people have to have a Power Plan 1 or above for you to qualify for the dual team bonus. And then check this out, guys. As soon as you start, you're already at 6% as a bonus on your pay leg, right? So basically, you have a power leg and you have a pay leg. So when you're at less than 2,000 in personal sales, you're already hitting 6%. When you have greater than 2,000 in personal sales, now you've been bumped up to 8%. When you have greater than 5,000 in personal sales, now you just hit 10% on your pay leg, right? And then when you hit greater than 25,000 in personal sales, this is 25,000 euro, now you've hit 12% as a bonus on your pay leg. And remember, guys, these are set in stone. Once you hit these metrics, once you hit these numbers, then this doesn't go back. It doesn't regress, right? So as an example, let's say that you have 10,000 euros in group sales on your left side, and you have 5,000 in group sales on your right side. You earn 6% of the 5,000 group sales of the lesser leg, because that's your pay leg, and you generate a bonus of 300 euros. Again, guys, if you have less than 2,000 personal sales, that's why you're hitting 6%. Pretty awesome, right? So now let's talk about the infinity matching bonus. So on your first generation, guys, you can qualify for a 5% infinity matching bonus. On your second generation, another 5, third, and fourth, another 5. And the qualification, guys, is just personal sales of 2,000 euros. Now, what's super exciting about this infinity matching bonus, something that I've never seen, and I've asked a lot of people in this industry, top money earners, top recruiters, I've asked them, hey, have you ever seen an infinity bonus that goes from the 5th generation to infinity? Everybody says no. They're like, what company is that? So on this infinity bonus, guys, from the 5th generation to infinity, you can qualify for a 5% match as soon as you hit personal sales of 250,000. Now remember, guys, that's 5% of everything to infinity past the 5th generation. And then obviously the infinity matching bonus is paid down to the next member in your team at the same qualification or higher. Now, let's talk about some payout rules, guys. Every single Friday, 60% will be paid out into your pay wallet, which is basically like your current account, right? So 60% paid out every Friday. You can withdraw it to your bank, your debit card, or use it in our shop. Now, 40% is going to go into your reserve account. So 40% will be paid out every single Friday, so you can buy XECoin. So as an example, guys, if members within our company want to sell off portions of their coins, you'll be able to buy them directly from our members, or they can go on the open exchange and also sell them that way. Now, again, guys, this company already has a wallet ready for you. They've got MasterCards ready for you, virtual and hard copies. You know that payment solutions are, I mean, they're troublesome for companies, right? And this company here in pre-launch already has everything set up so that you can win and hit a massive financial grand slam. If you can't pay your people, how are you going to grow, right? This company took care of that right away. So let's talk about the XECoin Loyalty Award. You can customize your own returns. So just like I said, guys, for those of you that want to sell your XECoins in the future, after 60 days, you may freely sell or trade 10% of your stake each month. Now, don't forget, guys, there's a passive component to this, right? Because ultimately, many of you have timing over hundreds of millions of people. And for those of you that purchase a Power Plan 1 or a Power Plan 2 or even a Power Plan 8, it doesn't matter. If you do it before the end of December 31st, the company is going to double your coins. So as an example, the passive component, right? You got it at the very beginning, and let's say it starts climbing in valuation. Well, guess what? You not only did you double your coins, but as it gained in valuation, you're winning 2 times over, right? So after 60 days, just like we said, if you decide you want to sell, you can sell on the open exchange, you can sell it to our members, totally up to you. But check this out. Every month in year 1, your coins are stored in the cold wallet. You will receive a loyalty award of an additional 5 to 12% through controlled release of the company's stake. Remember, guys, that's basically a 60% minimum per annum, meaning if you're holding your coins, the company is going to continue to give you more coins because, again, you're keeping coins off the market, helping us raise the value, right? Now, the smart reward, all coins in the cold wallet between year 1 to year 3 will receive the most aggressive award of an additional 20 to 40% through controlled release of the company's stake. Guys, basically, this is an estimated minimum capital growth of 200%. Now, guys, let me ask you a quick question and write this down, and you can do some research. Knowing what many of you know about Bitcoin, and if you don't know, just Google Bitcoin and you'll see what I'm talking about. Knowing from what happened with Bitcoin from 2009, basically now to 2017, because we're a few days away from 2017, if I would have told you back then, I mean, remember, none of us really knew what Bitcoin was, right? But if I would have said, hey, would you rather have 100 Bitcoin or 200 Bitcoin? I mean, knowing what you know now, many of us would say 200 Bitcoin all day long, right? So for the company to double our coins and continue to give us loyalty rewards, I think that's phenomenal. And there's no other company that's going to do that like Power On Network and Extragonics, guys. I mean, they really want you to win big in 2017 or 2016 and beyond. So now let's talk about the Power Rewards, guys, the best of the best. Obviously, many of you are working hard to get the word out about the Power On Network and the XECoin, but many of you deserve to be rewarded for that, right? And what I want you to see on these Power Rewards, you can basically win a vertical dock. You can qualify for a Tag Heuer smartwatch, an electronic bike, a Hublot, a BMW i8, and guys, this BMW i8, I think the valuation is like $180, which is like 150 euro. But I really want you to focus on this villa, guys. You're looking at a 1 million euro villa, and remember, euros are more than dollars, right? So whatever 1 million euro will buy you, you can pick the location, and the company will put your villa in that location. Again, I want you to dream again, guys. Literally, your timing is so phenomenal, and again, it's very valuable because they say timing is to business as location is to real estate, right? And nobody has better timing than you do right now. So here are our Power Reward qualifications. There's basically 9 levels. You start as a leader and can work all your way down to Royal Diamond. But just check out where you start hitting your rewards, guys. As soon as you hit gold and you have 150,000 euro on your lesser leg in group sales, and you have at least 25,000 in personal sales, you now hit the vertigo dock as a reward. When you hit emerald, now you hit the Tag Heuer smartwatch and the electronic bike. When you hit ruby, now you're going to hit that Hublot King Power watch. When you hit sapphire, you're talking about a 50,000 euro pension fund. When you hit diamond, you're going to qualify for the BMW i8 Spider. And then obviously for all you champions out there that are just going to smash this out of the park, when you hit royal diamond, now you're talking about your smart villa, your 1 million euro smart villa. And again, guys, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. So don't let anybody tell you that you cannot achieve these rewards. All it takes is some passion and some knowledge, and you can accomplish anything. And the minimum requirements, guys, remember, the minimum power plan 5 and 3 personal sales on your left and 3 personal sales on your right. And you can start climbing down those levels all the way to your villas. Where do you want it, guys? Think about it. Italy, France, Greece, Russia. It's your smart villa. You pick where you want it, right? So now phase 2, guys, we're talking about the physical rollout of all the products from XECoin, guys. Again, the Vertigo Pack, our kiosks, the apps. I mean, we have a cube system that's coming out, guys. This is where we really are going to hit a financial grand slam again, because, again, not only are we going to be offering our digital currency in phase 1, but in phase 2, we'll be able to offer all these products and services and not only give our coin stability, but also allow you to get more volume and more commissions, which is super exciting. So the timeline is defined, guys, and the track record in the industry and a well-thought-out plan is right before you. So again, in 2003, we're looking at nanocell development, right, and automotive powertrains. In 2008, XECoin was looking at defense and aerospace applications. In 2010, we were looking at battery management systems. And in 2012, we're looking at energy storage system development, but also solar power purchase agreements. Now, in 2014, guys, we're looking at the energy towers and the vehicle systems. But imagine, we now are at 2016, the very tail end of 2016. And this year, Coda Energy was acquired by XECoin. So look, guys, we're a few days away from the Vertigo launch and the Cube deployment. Guys, remember, this Cube deployment right here, you can put it in any house around the world, and it can save you between 20 and 30% on your utility needs. Again, it's like the brain of the house, right? Just like automation technology. But it doesn't matter if you're in a deregulated territory or a regulated territory. This cube will allow anybody around the world to save money on their utilities. Now, obviously, moving into 2018 and 2019, guys, we're going to have the home system ready. You'll basically be able to power your entire home, just like the battery in your car powers your car. You have a home system that can power your home, and that's super exciting because that's just a few months away. In 2019, going into 2020, we're going to have the Vertigo kiosks that will be dropped around the world, and we're also going to have power purchase agreements with other renewables, guys, everything from wind to biomass to solar to you name it, guys. We'll have it all. And again, you're looking at a company at its genesis, guys. So there's no better timing than that. The power is literally in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. It is easy to make a decision once all the information is put on the table, right? And I tell people, it is not very difficult to understand that you right now are an uncommon breed. Not everybody will see what you see initially, guys, but that's okay because there's hundreds of millions of people out there that will take this and run with it. And hopefully they get to hear about it from you, right? And don't forget, guys, for a limited time until December 31st, this is no slide, December 31st, for anybody that purchases a power plan 1 through 8, the company will double your coins. That's right. The company will double your coins. Doesn't matter what plan you get. And don't forget, guys, that we have some meetings coming up, and we would love for you to be a part of them. Make sure that you plug into our groups on Facebook, guys. We have a Power On Network group. We have a training group. These webinars are done every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and 6 p.m. Pacific. And also, do not forget about our training on Saturday, guys. That will be, all that information will be posted in the group. Other than that, thank you very much for spending some time with us this evening. Once again, my name is Max Garza III out of Dallas, Texas, and I hope that you can get back with the person that invited you to this webinar and make sure that you purchase your power plan today. Lock arms with us, join our training groups, and go hit your financial grand slam. Thank you so much, guys. God bless, and we will see you soon.